It has been a while since I recorded my ideas, my thoughts, expressing some of my emotions and ideas for the future, for the present. And there have been a number of reasons for it. Main reason being, it was all about creating myself. Earlier this year, when I attended the World Economic Forum, one of the recurring themes was about the importance of mental health and how the environment, the superiors, the bosses, etc., actually affect this environment, and raised the questions like, what can we do about it? And that made me think. Because the fact was that at that time, the work situation I was in was not really that, how should I say, it didn't really help my mental health, my physical health. I don't want to share too many details because it is still, after all, confidential. And I don't want to blame anyone for this situation. It's not about blaming. It's about the questions like, to which extent am I responsible for it? And what can I do about it? The fact was that I was in a situation where I could continue to work work with people, and which I really, enjoyed and appreciated because it gave me a lot of energy back. On the other hand, there were more things that actually forced me to compromise my own values and what I was standing for, and actually also were detrimental to my own goals with respect to human business. So there came a point when I had to make a decision. Okay, what am I going to do about it? And my mind said, like, well, Thomas, just like stay and then see what works out best. Because after all, it has been a very good paying job, and there were a lot of things that brought a lot of joy in my life. And my heart and my body said, no, follow your heart, follow my body. So when I finally decided that it was time to leave the company I was working for at that time, it was kind of a bit too of a struggle, but once I've made the decision and once we have had an agreement, my heart jumped and I felt a huge relief because maybe it was the very first time, or has been a very long time, since I really listened to my heart and followed. Not just talking about it, acknowledging my emotions about it, but actually doing something about it. And that was wonderful. Now, in today's world, you think like, well, when you leave a job or about to leave a job, what else can you do? What about security, sense of security? Yes, there is this sense of security, and I'm no exception. I want to have this sense of security. And on the other hand, I said, okay, this is the time really to follow through, to trust my heart and my intuition, to listen to my intuition, what comes next. And there are two elements. The one element is like what to do, what I will do professionally, what are my next chapters, and this I have already shared on LinkedIn. This is the launching of the Human Business Labs. But that's one thing. That's what I said, like one of my goals, to reinvent or to transform my professional life. And this is actually happening, and I'm very happy about it. And this is a wonderful experience, even though I admit it's not always easy. It's a roller coaster between joy, excitement, and anxiety, because there is a lot of uncertainty. And talking about creating myself, it would be a lie to say, well, it's just easy, just go ahead, create yourself and create the life you want to have and everything is fine. No, I think that this last couple of months have shown me that how much I have been influenced by old behavioral patterns, belief patterns, that got me stuck in my mind and not acknowledging my emotions and not listening to my heart. I'm not saying that listening to your heart or listening to my heart is the only thing that matters. That's not the case. I think we need to balance the heart, the mind, and the body, find a good balance. And sometimes it's like the mind which really tells us like the best, the optimal solution, decision. And sometimes it's the heart. And having been in a situation where I had to make a very important decision, I think that listening to my heart was the very best thing I could have done. And it's kind of funny because my mind says, oh my gosh, what could happen? What if this doesn't work out with my plans, etc.? Well, what if it does work out, I could say. And that's what also kind of like a ping pong going on in the mind, like pro and con and what can you do, etc. And my heart is very clear, crystal clear. And my heart says, trust the process. Trust your heart. Trust life. So that's why I'm actually looking forward to the next couple of weeks or months, in spite of the uncertainty. See, I love adventure. I like exploring, trying new things. And of course there's uncertainty. Of course it's a plunge into cold water. But if I just want to stay in the comfort zone, how can I learn? How can I actually create myself? If I stay in my comfort zone, it would be more like, continue the old patterns, working for other people, not working for myself, pleasing other people, compromising my own true self, and compromising my values and principles. And that's definitely something I will not continue doing. And so, on this token, I'm happy to see what comes next. And I can only, for those few of you who actually watch this video, I can only encourage you, motivate you to listen to your heart whenever you make a decision. If in doubt, follow your heart, follow your intuition, because that's your inner most important compass. And rarely, if ever, is it false. It's a true compass. That's your true north. And just because certain, say, guidance don't make sense at the very moment, whenever your heart, whenever your intuition tells you do A or B and not C, time will tell you and prove that it has been the right decision. Have a great day.